Okay, we're back. We have charged up our the Miboa V100 that we're reviewing. The first thing that I've noticed, first of all, is the feature that I thought turned it on when it hears noise is in reverse. It turns off after 1 minute of inactivity. So one of the things that I noticed is that it takes a long time to charge up. I plugged it in yesterday, and 7 hours later I checked it and it was still only at a 3/4 charge. I unplugged it this morning. I've recorded 29 seconds of audio on here. I haven't been messing with it and it's already down to half battery life. So that's discouraging. I think I'll probably send it back, which is a bummer because it's such a nice little thing to handle and it's easy to scroll through. Let's see. Oh, I guess you have to press M. So M looks like it's sort of a back button. It looks like M maybe puts it in a different mode. So these are your recordings. This plays music back. These are your settings. You control the volume here. If you want to look at your folders, that's still volume. Okay, this is kind of confusing actually, because I don't know how to go left or right. FM radio, recordings, there we go. Okay, so it looks like when it says left and right arrows, that means the skip forward and backwards buttons here. So recordings, maybe if I press play, there's your recordings, record format. Okay, so after a while, there really isn't any information in the manual on how to navigate the menus, so you're just gonna have to sort of figure it out for yourself. And I'm just a little bit annoyed that the battery dies so quickly. I did do a 30-second recording with these next to each other, and I noticed that the recording quality was nice. It was a little bit quieter. It sounded like it didn't pick up as much background noise. But the nice thing about this one also is, you see this little scale here? This is your decibels. So when you're recording, if you record and you're too close, or it's too loud, you'll see the decibels go way off the top here. And I'll show you what I mean by that. You'll just see that it's too loud. And when that happens, so you can see that they're moving. You can see that they're right up here at the top. You don't want them to be there. So when that, see, this just said bye-bye. So now if you want to use it, you'll turn it back on. It probably does that to save battery life. So when this happens, all I have to do is like face it a different direction and it goes down to where it wants to be. You want it to be somewhere in the middle. If it's down here, you know, if I'm hiding it and it's not picking up enough, well, now it's picking up even more. But if you can see that the bars are hanging down here at the bottom and you need it to be louder, that's when you can point it in a better direction, or you can move closer to the person that you're interviewing. But this is handy because if it's too low, it's hard to hear. If it's too high, then there's a lot of buzzing in your recording and the quality is a little bit lower. So this kind of helps you in real time to know that you are picking up the right amount of sound. Can't remember what else I was gonna say about these. I'm probably gonna send this one back just because if the battery takes forever to charge up and doesn't last very long, then it's not much use to me. But I'm gonna keep looking for something that's got features like this that are more at a lower price point, because I feel like that technology should be available to us. There's an FM radio. Let's see if we're picking up anything. It's not playing anything. So it's sort of scrolling. So I guess it's handy to just have if you want a little radio, but I don't hear anything coming out of it, so maybe you have to plug something in here. So, you know, if you're just looking for a recorder, let me go through the rest of the features. Here's the recordings. You press play to select the menu, noise switch, record from the microphone. If you decide to plug a lapel mic in here, then you would need to go into settings and change this to line in. Oops. Telephone recording, that's interesting. I don't know if that means that you can plug your phone into this. Let's go. M button is going to take you back to the option before this. We have the recording format, your bit rate, recording sensitivity, your AVR, which I don't know what that is, your monitor switch, and that's it. Okay. And then you just have your different modes. Radio mode, your folders, if you're looking for what you're going to do. One of the things that I like about this is that there isn't a delete button, and your settings and your music. So there is actually some music pre-programmed in here. It's mostly just sample music. But if you wanted to use this as an MP3 player, you could. One of the hazards of having a delete button is you could accidentally delete something that you record that you didn't mean to just because you pushed the wrong button. Whenever I hit delete on this though, if I, let's say I select a recording to delete, you have to hold it down for quite a while. Let's see. Play. I'll just pause it real quick. And then if you want it deleted, and I know which one this is my sample, but if I wanted it deleted, it'll ask me first, and then I have to hit delete again. And if you press any other button, it gets you out of there, and you're not going to delete it. But it is nice because I have heard stories of people, older people, who are given a recorder and they record themselves and then they hear themselves back, and nobody likes the sound of their voice when it's played back to them and they delete it, and that's just sort of tragic. So it is nice that if you record this, if you record somebody on this, you're not going to accidentally delete it, and they're not going to delete it either. So that's what I have, and this turned itself off again. So that's my review. Not a great battery life, but it'll work if you recharge it every night. I don't know how long it'll last in a recording. Usually I want at least 2 hours of recording time on mine. I recorded for 30 seconds and it's down to half of its battery life, so that's not a great sign. So yeah, my feedback to Miboa would just be fix the battery problem, and then you've got a nice little device here. So that's it. You can find the links to both of these in the description below, and I will continue the hunt for the world's best recorder for recording your family. Thanks for watching.